Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. We have so many new fragrances here to discuss. A couple things were sent to me complimentary. I did a little shopping at Sephora, and I think the number one most requested review I've had in a while has to be this Kayali Vacay in a bottle set. So I picked this up myself from Sephora, I think last week. It's been sitting here. I've been waiting to unbox it on camera with you because I wanted to share my true first impressions. It seems like the perfect discovery set for summer vacation. I love tropical fragrances. Living in Miami, it's endless summer year round. So this is really my fragrance style. And I watched Mona's introduction video where she talked about the inspiration, shooting the campaign behind these fragrances. And she said they were inspired by Utopia Vanilla Cocoa. That was actually the very first Kayali fragrance I ever purchased and tried on my channel. I ended up decluttering that fragrance because I just never really wore it. I still have very high expectations of these new flavors. I'm starting with Marrakesh in a bottle, Orange Blossom 24. Keynotes include bergamot, orange blossom, pink pepper, Turkish rose, neroli, and cedarwood. I've never been to Marrakesh, but I love the sound of these notes. Or at least orange blossom, I really love. Neroli can be hit or miss. Oh, very bright, very floral. A burst of citrus. It's very sunny, sunshine in a bottle. It's on the lighter side, very soft, pretty fragrance, nothing bad to say about it, but a very forgettable floral fragrance. When I think of Marrakesh, again, I've never been, but when I think of Marrakesh, I think of bright colors, lots of fabrics and markets, people in the streets, spices, just a lot of things going on, food, culture, just buzz, energy, and I don't really get that vibe from this fragrance. Next up, we have Capri in a bottle, Lemon Sugar 14. Keynotes include lemon, sugar, freesia, raspberry, vanilla, and musk. Ooh. Oh, I was scared for a second. I thought maybe I had a defunct bottle. Nice. Yes, I love this. Ooh, yummy. Lemon, sugar, it's sweet. Candy, raspberry, all of those things. If you like candy sweet fragrances, if you're a big fan of the vanilla rock candy sugar, I think you will really like this. Very fun and flirty, the type of fragrance you would wear on a girl's trip. And as it's drying down, the sweetness is mellowing out a little bit, which is nice. It's sweet, but it's not overwhelming. It's not going to give you a headache if you wear this fragrance. I love it. It's Lyra's cheeky little sister. If you're familiar with Xerjoff Lyra, it also has a bit of lemon, citrus, and vanilla. Same family, but this has a bit more of an attitude, maybe a little bit more youthful. It's not something you're gonna wear for a special occasion. This you're just going to spritz carefree and get out the door. I've heard great things about this one, Maui in a bottle, Sweet Banana 37. Keynotes include sweet banana, pear, coconut cream, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. So beautiful. This one is my favorite. Yummy. I love the banana pear combination. The coconut is so pretty. This one is the most truly tropical, a little bit like banana boat sunscreen, but in the dreamiest, most delicious way. It is so nice. This is what I want out of a tropical fragrance. This one's easy to love. I can see why it's a favorite. It's very smooth, mellow. As it's drying down, it is getting so light on the blotter card. I'll be interested to know how these last on the skin because it seems like they are really bright as soon as you spray them, but then they dry down and they become so faint. I wish it was a little bit bolder because I love the fragrance so much. I want to hold on to it. I want it to really last on my skin. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but it's very pretty. This is my favorite so far, hands down. Fourth and final, we have Maldives in a bottle, Ylang Coco 20. Keynotes include rosemary, wild lemon, starfruit, banana blossom, ylang ylang, and coconut milk. Now this is my bucket list dream vacation destination. All of the pictures I've seen of the Maldives look incredible. If you've ever gone, just know that I am very jealous of you. We have a new favorite. Ooh, this is so nice. That twist. So unexpected and fruity and juicy, and wow, this is like a fruit bomb, just explosion. This is sort of what I expected out of the entire set. Unfortunately, this is what I've been waiting for. Sort of aquatic, juicy, fruity, bright, luscious, tropical fruit salad, delicious. Maldives, this is my favorite in the set. It is so yummy. I just want to spritz this all over. Still a daytime fragrance, but it's not boring at all. It has this zestiness, this wow factor. If I were about to be whisked away on a fabulous vacation and I could only bring one of these fragrances with me, I would definitely bring Maldives in a Bottle Ylang Coco. Just like the others, it's drying down very, very soft. Even still, I like what is left lingering on the blotter card. Not as bold and juicy fruity. It's a little bit more floral coconut soft. Okay, so after revisiting all 4 blotter cards, I'm a little disappointed because the one that is the strongest on the card is Marrakesh, but I can't really see myself grabbing that fragrance and wearing it. It's really nice, it's really lovely. Not my favorite, it's probably my least favorite of the 4, even though it's nice. Just doesn't really move me like the others. Capri in a Bottle is still going strong. It's very sweet, candied deliciousness. Reminds me a lot of the vanilla rock sugar that they came out with recently, except with a lemon citrus twist. Between Maui and Maldives, if I had to choose a favorite, I would probably say Maldives. I could see layering these two together, Capri and Maldives. I think that might be a really beautiful combination. Overall, I think the set is very nice. It's a great idea. I'm so glad I picked this up because the curiosity would have killed me. I do think it's sort of hard to justify spending $100 on 4 mini fragrances if you don't absolutely love all 4 of them. You know, if you're only really excited about 1 or 2 in the set, that's a lot of money to spend on minis. Even the fragrances I loved seem to be on the lighter side. I just think you might be better off going for a full-size fragrance, even a travel-size fragrance of something that you absolutely love that's going to last a long time. There have been so many incredible tropical summery launches this year. I'm not sure any of these 4 fragrances are up there in the mix for me. I have to give it a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. If you tried any of these fragrances or if you purchased the set, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm curious to know which one is your favorite. And then I just purchased a few more new launches from Sephora and I went with the travel sizes again. It's the safer way to go. A couple of these I have smelled before. Here we have Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar by Rosie Jane Missy and the new Love Shack Fancy Endless Dreams. Miami Nectar is a warm, sweet gourmand. Keynotes include pink pineapple, coconut water, plumeria, vanilla, sweet amber, and salted woods. Ooh, see, this is my first true smell outside of the store, which makes a big difference. I think sometimes it's easy to get really overwhelmed when you're trying all of the new fragrances in store, and there are just too many smells going on. But it's so pretty. I love the coconut water and I love the pineapple. It's a little bit like a pina colada. It still smells very true to the brand. If you're familiar with Ellis Brooklyn or you love a lot of the Ellis Brooklyn style fragrances, I think you will appreciate this. Apple Love is my favorite from the brand, but this might actually edge out Apple Love. I would say Apple Love and Miami Nectar are definitely the 2 best in my opinion. It's floral, aquatic. It's the perfect casual everyday fragrance if you want something on the tropical side. Perfect for summertime, for a summer vacation. I could see myself taking this on a trip somewhere. I describe it as a very fresh, clean pineapple, and I can absolutely see myself wearing this during the day, spritzing this on, maybe to go down to South Beach if I was just strolling along, if I was going for a long walk, maybe shopping down Lincoln. Miami daytime, poolside, beachside, something like that. This is beautiful. Love Shack Fancy Endless Dreams wouldn't be considered a tropical fragrance, but still really nice for summer. It's a warm floral with keynotes of strawberry, raspberry, jasmine, and vanilla. This one comes in a really pretty lavender bottle. I did try this one in store just to make sure I didn't absolutely hate it. But again, I wasn't able to truly get the full experience because my nose was bombarded by all of the other Sephora smells. It's pretty, but I'm thinking, I actually don't love it as much as I thought I was going to. In store, I smelled a lot of the strawberry. It smelled really sweet. It could be that I had a lot of other fragrances on my nose. I don't love it as much as I thought I would. I like it, I don't love it. I still prefer Bohem in the blue bottle. That's the one that I purchased the full size. So pretty. And I love peony. It's sort of a light aquatic floral fragrance with berries. You'd think it might be similar to this. They're very different. If you were to imagine a very generic designer fruity floral fragrance, this would smell something like that. So it's not bad. I could see a lot of people really liking it, but it's definitely not going to give you that wow, oh my gosh, this smells amazing, head-turning sensation. It reminds me a little bit of Burberry Her. This is one I can very easily see getting lost in the abyss on the shelf, somewhere in the mix of other fruity floral fragrances. Maybe I would grab it every once in a while, but I would never really think about this. It would never be top of mind. And then we have Missy from By Rosie Jane. This is definitely in the tropical summer category. It's a fresh solar fragrance. Keynotes include frangipani, green mandarin, coconut, and pineapple. I'm not familiar with this brand. I don't know if I have any of these fragrances in my collection, maybe a travel size somewhere, but I was intrigued by the display. Ooh, very tropical, very coconut. Has similar notes to Miami Nectar, but they're not similar. Trying to give it a moment. Don't want to be too judgy too soon. I wish I loved it. I don't know if I love this. Missy reminds me a lot of Rise from Acro or Vanilla Powder from Matière Première. A little bit less vanilla. It's more of the coconut and sandalwood. But I don't know if I like it as much as those two. Good, not great. It's the enemy. That is where you will waste your spending dollars. It's one thing if something is really bad, most likely you'll return it, you'll give it to somebody. If you hate a fragrance or you hate a beauty product, you're probably going to get rid of it if you still can. If you love something, then that's amazing. That's ideal. It's that middle gray area where we spend money on things that are okay, that are so-so, we get caught up in the hype, and then we forget about them because we never truly loved them to begin with. That is where you waste your money. You have to stay away from fragrances that are just good, they're just okay. They kind of meet expectations, but nothing beyond that. There are just too many outstanding fragrances out there. Really quickly, I wanted to compare Miami Nectar to Maldives in a Bottle because that one I think is my favorite out of the Kayali set. And between these two, I still think I prefer Miami Nectar. I would have been better off probably just purchasing a full size of Miami Nectar than picking up the Kayali Discovery set and all of the little minis. That's all I have for recent purchases. I did recently receive these complimentary to review. This is the new launch from Commodity. It's called Juice, and I've seen so many people talking about this fragrance launch. There's been a lot of buzz and excitement on social media. So I have the full size of the Expressive, and then in the PR package, they also included a little travel size of the Bold and the Personal. Commodity Juice Expressive has keynotes of raspberry pulp, strawberry, rhubarb, and amber wood. In the Personal, they added violet leaf. In the Bold, they added vetiver and patchouli. I've seen so many rave reviews of Commodity Juice, I feel like my nose must be broken or I'm not smelling something that everybody else is. I like it. I'm not blown away by this fragrance. I don't know if it's the rhubarb or the raspberry pulp. I thought I really liked berries in fragrance. I've singled out raspberry as being one of my favorite notes. It's often found in princessy perfumes. There's just something a little bit too earthy about this. It's a little bit too heavy in my nose. Berries are a summer fruit, but this smells so fall, winter, deep, dark, heavy to me. I don't know what it is about it. I like it. I can see why other people would appreciate it. But it did not knock my socks off the way I had hoped. If you like bold, heavy, woody fragrances with a hint of berry, I think you will really like Commodity Juice. It's not really a fresh, fruity, summery fragrance in my opinion. It's okay. The expressive is already so bold to my nose that the bold version is even more intense. I could see my husband maybe wearing this in fall, winter. It's a little bit too masculine for my tastes with the vetiver and the patchouli. Just not really my style of fragrance. The personal is probably my favorite of the three. The violet leaf is really nice, but because it is personal and it is so light on the skin, I don't think I'd ever spring for the full size. I'll enjoy my travel spray and I'll wear it on the skin and see if I change my mind. And finally, I received a complimentary bottle of Fragrance Du Bois' first feminine fragrance, Siren. And when you look at this packaging, it is something else. This is so special. The Fragrance Du Bois packaging is always really over the top, very luxurious. I absolutely love this pink velvet box. Are you kidding me? And it's such a pretty bubblegum pink, very princessy. And then you open it up, and even the bottle inside has the pink label, the pink rhinestones, just gorgeous. The packaging is outstanding on this fragrance. Now, unfortunately, that is where my praises have to stop. I had high hopes, high expectations. It looks like the most beautiful fragrance I could ever even imagine in my head, but the juice is just not it for me. Siren has keynotes of cherry, pepper, lactones, oud, incense, benzoin, cypriol oil, labdanum, and moss. I cheated by not waiting to smell this on camera, so I did give myself a sneak peek, but it was a while ago, so maybe my mind will change. It's not that it's a bad fragrance, I just can't really see myself getting excited to wear it. Cherry right away. A lot of cherry and oud. Maybe a little incense. Not a summer fragrance. Not one of my favorite cherry notes. On the one hand, I'm glad cherry hasn't completely run its course. It's one of my favorite notes in fragrance. What was it, 2023, 2022 maybe? That so many fragrance brands came out with cherry fragrances. Maybe Siren missed the boat just a little bit. If this had launched a couple years ago, maybe I would be a little bit more excited about it. It's definitely much better than Carmina by Creed. That's another cherry fragrance by a brand that I love that I just could not tolerate. It was way too heavy in my nose. This is much more wearable. It just doesn't knock my socks off. It doesn't wow me. It smells so familiar and redundant, like I've smelled this fragrance over and over and over again. And it's not even that I can pinpoint a specific fragrance that it smells similar to, but it just smells like, yeah, I know that scent. I've smelled that before, even though I'm not sure where. It almost feels like they played it safe, maybe a little bit too safe, because this is their first feminine leaning launch. You know, they went all out with the pink bottle and the pink rhinestones, but they should have given us a little sweetness, a little warmth, maybe some amber notes, some vanilla. Give us something sensual and incredible, something delicious. Definitely more of a fall winter fragrance because of the oud and the incense, so I wouldn't be enjoying it now anyways. Closer to fall winter, not that we get cold weather in Miami, but when the colder months come around, I'll probably grab this a little bit more, just try to see what it's like on the skin. But I wouldn't say this is a fragrance launch that you have to rush out to smell. You have to get your nose on this. It's going to really wow you. Not in my opinion. And I think the lesson learned for today is that it doesn't matter if I purchase the fragrances myself or if they're sent to me complimentary. Sometimes You just get a dud. I'm determined to end on a positive note, going back to the tropical fragrances. This is a new fragrance purchase. I don't know if I would consider this a fragrance, but I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. I mentioned this in a Love It or Leave It video, and I did buy it. It was on sale actually at Nordstrom. This is from the brand Vacation. It's their shimmer oil with SPF 30. It's a sunscreen oil. It's amazing. It has gold shimmer to it, and the smell is so nice. Now, this looks like it would be maybe weighted metallic. It's not. It's plastic. So when I first took it out of the box, I was like, huh, I guess it was $28, so I can't really complain. The bottle feels a little bit cheaper than you might expect. Does not matter. The smell is amazing. It looks incredible. It has the perfect amount of sheen, and it has SPF 30. This is one of my favorite purchases for summer. It smells incredible. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the skin. I'm just going to do one pump. You can see it has that really pretty gold glow. It doesn't feel gritty. You can't see large glitter chunks, but it just leaves a really pretty sheen and a very slight shimmer to the skin. So beautiful. It's perfect for arms, legs, neck, chest, décolleté, the shoulders, of course. So pretty. And the smell is so nice. The oil is nice and light as well. It's not overly thick and tacky. So it just sort of hydrates the skin and absorbs. You're not going to look or feel like a grease ball, which is perfect. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts on these new summer launches. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.